Myself Savitha, working as an assistant professor of Department of Mathematics in Congo Arts and Science College. We are going to discuss the topic simple and compound interest under the subject Mathematics of Finance. These are the symbols we have to use it here. Here P denotes principal, A denotes amount, N denotes number of units of time, R denotes rate of interest, S dot I denotes simple interest, C dot I denote compound interest. Next we see the important formula for using to find the simple interest. So first of all we know what is the interest. So interest is the fixed amount paid on borrowed money. So interest is the fixed amount paid on borrowed money. The next, what is principal means? Principal is the sum length is called the principal. The sum length is called here the principal. Then what is amount? Amount means the sum of principal and interest is called the amount. So here amount is equal to principal plus interest. So before going to proceed this, we denote P is equal to principal and I is equal to interest. So capital A is amount. So here represent capital A is equal to P plus I. That means the principal plus interest is called the amount. So interest is of two kinds. The first one is simple interest, the second one is compound interest. So what is meant by simple interest? So simple interest is nothing but interest is calculated on the original principal. So interest is calculated on the original principal for any length of time is called simple interest. So these are the formulas we have to use for finding simple interest. So simple interest is equal to principal into time into rate divided by 100. So as I told, principal is denoted by P, time is denoted by N and rate of interest is denoted by R. Then you have to multiply these three things and divided by 100 means you get simple interest. Then amount is equal to principal plus interest. That means capital A is equal to P plus I. That is sum of principal plus interest is called here amount. The formula for finding amount is equal to P plus I. Then principal. So how to find out principal means 100 into I divided by N into R. Using this formula, we have to find out the principal. And rate of interest is equal to 100 into I divided by P into N. And how to find out time means time is equal to 100 into I divided by P into R. Normally we have to take the unit of time is 1 year. So N is either an integer or fraction. So we see one problem. Find the simple interest on the sum of rupees 6,000 at 10% per annum for 3 years. So here we have to calculate the simple interest. Given data is principal is equal to here given 6,000 and R is equal to rate of interest is equal to 10 and N is equal to 3. So we have to find out here simple interest. So we have to apply the formula I is equal to PNR by 100. So you have to substitute the given values for P is equal to 6,000 and N is equal to 3 and R is equal to 10. Then divided by 100 we get rupees 1,800. So here simple interest for 6,000 at 10% per annum for 3 years is equal to here 1,800. Next we see one more problem. So what's the problem means here, calculate the amount that will be received from the debtor when the principal rupees 10,000 is lent to him on interest for 4 years at 9% per annum. So here we have to calculate the amount of that money. So here given data is principal amount is equal to 10,000 and R is equal to 9% and N is equal to 4. Then we have to apply the formula A is equal to P into 1 plus N R by 100. So you have to substitute the values P is equal to 10,000 into 1 plus N is equal to 4 and R is equal to 9 divided by 100. So you have to simplifying these data, we get rupees 13,600. So the amount of this problem is here 13,600. We see one more problem. Rupees 6,000 amounts to rupees 8,940 at 14% per annum interest. Find the number of years for which the amount was lent. So here what's the question is number of years we have to find out. So given data is P is equal to 6,000 and R is equal to 14%. Then A is equal to amount is equal to here 8,940. So you have to apply the formula capital A, that means amount is equal to principal plus interest. In this formula you have to calculate interest. Interest is equal to A minus P. So here A is equal to 8,940 minus principal is equal to 6,000. So we have to subtract these two values. So you get interest is equal to 2,940. So here what's the question here is you have to find out the time. So time is equal to 100 into I divided by P into R. So you have to use this formula for finding N. So you have to apply the given data 100 into I is equal to 2,940 divided by our P value is 6,000 into R is equal to 14. So you have to simplify this term. We get time is equal to 3.5 years. So another problem is if a term deposit of rupees 4,000 earns an interest of rupees 2,500 in 50 months. Find the rate of interest. So here the question is you have to find out the rate of interest. Given data is P is equal to 4,000 and I is equal to simple interest is equal to here 2,500 and N is equal to 50. So here you note that year is given by months. So you have to convert it into years. So for that you have to divide the month divided by 12. So 50 divided by 12 we get 4 into 2 divided by 12. So here you have to find, we have to find out the rate of interest. So rate is equal to 100 into I divided by P into N. This is the formula for finding rate of interest. So rate is equal to 100 into I divided by P into N. You have to use this formula for finding rate of interest. So you have to apply these given data in this formula. We get the rate of interest. So 100 into I is equal to 2,500 divided by P is equal to 4,000 into N is equal to 50 divided by 12. So we have to simplify these terms. We get rate of interest is equal to 15% per annum. We see another problem. So what's the problem here is a certain sum amounts to rupees 4,000 at the end of 5 years at 12% per annum interest. Find the sum. So here what is given? Amount is given 4,000. Year is given, that is N is equal to 5 and R is equal to 12% per annum. So here we have to find out the sum. So that means to find P, principal amount. We see the formula, that is A is equal to amount is equal to P into 1 plus N R by 100. So you have to apply the given details, that is A is equal to 4,000. Here we need to find P, so you have to keep it as it is, that is P into 1 plus N is 5, R is 12 divided by 100. So you have to simplifying these terms, we get the principal amount is equal to 2500. So here we see the another problem. In how many year will be rupees 3610 amount to rupees 5234.50 at 9% simple interest? So here what's the question here is we have to find out the year. So given data here is principal amount, that is principal is equal to 3610 and amount is equal to 5234 and rate of interest is equal to 9. Here you have to find out the n, that is how many years. So we use the formula amount is equal to principal plus interest. In this you have to find out the interest. Interest is equal to amount minus principal. Here amount is equal to 5234.50 minus principal is 3610. So you have to subtract these values, you get 1624.50. Then you have to apply the formula for finding n is equal to 100 into I divided by P into R. So you have to substitute the given values. 100 into I value here is 1624.50 divided by P value. Our principal value here is 3610 into R rate of interest is equal to 9. So you have to simplify these terms. We get n is equal to 5 years. So in how many year will be rupees 3610 amount to rupees 5234 means in 5 years we will get the amount will be 5234. So next I will give some exercise problem. Then first one is find the amount to be paid back on a loan of 18,000 at 5.5% per annum for 3 years. Here you have to find out the amount. So amount formula is here used and find out the answer is 20,970. Then one more another exercise problem is what red person annum will produce 250 as simple interest on 6,000 in 2.5 years. So in this problem we have to find out the rate of interest. So you have to apply the rate of interest formula and using the given data then we have to find out the answer for that is rate of interest is equal to 5 by 3 percentage. So in this problem, what is given here is if 6,000 amounts to 6,694 in 2 years, then find the rate of interest. So here also we have to find out the rate of interest. So given data is amount is equal to 68,694 and the principal is 60,000 and n is equal to 2 years. From these data, we have to find out the rate of interest. For using the formula for finding rate of interest, we have to find out the rate of interest here is 7%. Thank you.